Hey guys, it's Cece here. So today I'm going to do a DIY video for you. If you're following me on Instagram, you probably know that last September I was fundraising for an organization called ArtStart by making bookmarks. A ton of you guys bought some and wanted to know how I made them, so since I'm no longer officially selling them, I thought I'd film this fun DIY video so you guys can make your own bookmarks. Just note, this is my particular style of bookmarks. There are thousands of ways that you can make your own, but I'm just showing you the design of a typical bookmark that I would make. And without further ado, let's get into the video. So these are the supplies that you will need: some construction paper and one piece of printing paper, a paper cutter or scissors, a hole puncher, ribbon, glue sticks, and of course, any pens, markers, or paints to make your design. I'm going to start by cutting out the overall shape of my bookmark. That pink piece of construction paper that you're seeing is just a cutout that I made to use as a reference of how big I want my bookmark, and as you can see, I'm just putting that on top of the actual paper that I want my bookmark to be and cutting it like so. Basically, this is what I call the base of my bookmark. I tend to make two layers. With this one, there's the navy blue and then there's the white layer, and finally on top is going to be the piece of printing paper, which I'll be drawing my design on. The reason why I have a piece of printing paper is because I find it difficult to draw straight onto a piece of construction paper, especially if I'm going to be using pencil or colored crayons. I have a few unique bookmarks that are exceptions where you can't exactly see the printing paper, but the design is still drawn on printed paper, and here's one of those bookmarks. And this next step is pretty straightforward. You can just draw whatever design you want. Since I was selling these bookmarks as personalized bookmarks, I personally like to write names on them, but my friends have also asked me to make ones with emojis, quotes, Disney characters, etc. Personalized bookmarks make super great gifts for family, friends, or teachers, but FYI from a person who has made over 50 of these, if you're writing a name, make sure to spell the name correctly. Yeah, I know it's obvious, but if you're like me, I get caught up in the artsy part of the drawing and sometimes don't double check if the name is actually spelled right. I've made that mistakes a few times and it's not fun. Now that the drawing part of my bookmark is done, I'm just gluing everything together. Also, a side note that I forgot to mention, since the white construction paper is at the very bottom, I will always make that piece longer than the other pieces, because since I want to have a ribbon at the end, I need to leave an empty space where I can hole punch it. And now for my favorite part, but this is definitely optional, I'm going to laminate my bookmark to make it a bit more official. When I started making bookmarks, I would wrap clear tape around them to make it mimic being laminated, but that was just so much work and it looked pretty crappy, to be honest. So then after a month or two, I upgraded to laminating my bookmarks. I got this laminator off of Amazon for around $30, so it was definitely worth it. Here I'm just sliding my bookmark into a piece of laminating paper, and I'm triple checking to make sure that there are no eraser bits or random pieces of fluff on the inside. You don't want to end up finding weird pieces of trash after you've laminated, because there's no going back. Also, a tip for those who are going to laminate: never ever rush with laminating something. That is one thing that I've learned after making these bookmarks for a while. I've had so many bookmarks that have just failed because I put it in the laminator the wrong way, where it got jammed in the middle. To have that happen is absolutely awful because you've put so much effort into making and drawing the design, and to have it fail at the last minute isn't fun. Now I'm at the final stages of making this bookmark. I'm just taking my paper cutter again and trimming the edges. Do not cut your laminating paper right to the edge of your bookmark. You always want to leave about 1 centimeter of an edge to avoid the paper opening up. And now for the finishing touches, I'm just punching a hole on the top of my bookmark and tying a ribbon through it. If you really want to be fancy, you can buy a tassel or take a tassel from an old bookmark and tie it there to make it look even more store-bought. There are multiple ways of tying your bookmark. This is how I do it. I can't really verbally explain it, but sometimes I won't tie the ends together. Sometimes I'll tie it like a bow, and sometimes I might even use a thinner string and braid it together. So this is what the final product looks like. I often like the simple designs of just having the name in the middle and keeping the color palette fairly small. Let me know in the comments below which bookmark you saw in this video was your favorite. So that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed making it, and if you ever use this video as inspiration for making your own bookmark, show me a picture on Instagram because I love seeing the stuff that you guys are creating. Around the end of the summer, I'm going to continue fundraising for ArtStart, and this time I'll be selling something different, which I'm keeping as a surprise for now, so follow me on Instagram if you want to be the first to know. The link to all my social media accounts are in the description below, and I'll also leave a link to ArtStart's website if you want to check that out. Please give this video video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tutorials, DIYs, time lapses, etc. And I'll talk to you guys next time.